Continue.
Good morning, everybody. And the reason I'm making this video today is to speak to you guys about the importance of having goals and what goals mean and what they should be meant for. The reason I think I'm so successful in doing what I do is that before even starting a game plan, I sit back and I think to myself, what do I want the outcome to be? Where do I want to be 5 years from now, a year from now, 6 months from now? And the only way you can actually put those things into perspective is to sit down and write them down, or even better, to have a vision board. The importance of a vision board, guys, is tremendous. I never really believed in what people used to say about that, but you can ask any of the people out there who have made it in life that if they didn't have a vision board, they had something very similar to it. But I felt that, you know what, these guys have made it, let's give it a try. So a few years back, what I did was I tried to put all my most important goals on a whiteboard in my office and see what would happen. I just said, you know what, it couldn't hurt. So then I went ahead and I put down a few things. One of them was to open a real estate office. The other one was to get a farm. Believe it or not, it was something that I never thought I'd be able to do so soon. And I believe another one was to close 100 real estate transactions in 1 year. All of them seemed pretty far-fetched to me at the time, but the good thing about it was that it was visible to everybody and it was visible to me. So every day I had no choice but to start moving forward toward that goal. And when people would come in, they'd see my board, they'd say, oh, really, you're going to do that? And then I felt like I really had to do it because I didn't want to look bad in front of everyone who I'm showing this kind of information to. So that's the reason why I use the vision board. And guys, I'll be honest with you, all the stuff that I put on there has come true. Like, it's unbelievable. It's just like a way of, I guess it's magnetism or somehow these things work, but they come true. It's unbelievable. Those are the examples in my life. I was able to open a real estate office, and now I've actually opened 2 real estate offices in my life. I was able to get my parents a farm in Guatemala, which is one of, if not the thing I'm most proud of in my life. It's something that I know that it's not for me directly, but indirectly, I'm very happy because my parents get to enjoy it, and whenever I go on vacation, it's like heaven on earth, guys. It's unbelievable. And 100 transactions, I actually surpassed that mark last year, and I did 106 transactions. So this year, I'm putting together some new goals that I'm going to share with you guys, and I'm going to have you guys hold me accountable, just I expect you guys to hold yourselves accountable as well. So I'll show you real quick what I have on this board. This is my new vision board, by the way. I just reclaimed an old window that my partner and I took out when we renovated the office here. And I messed around with it because I liked the way it looked, and it had a real antique look to it. So I said, you know, I could use this for something. And then it dawned on me that I could use it as my new vision board. So my first goal, guys, is I'm going to do a YouTube video every day. I want to be in front of you guys for whoever needs it as much as possible, because I am very busy and I have like almost no time set aside for myself or my family. And sometimes I don't want you guys to feel like I don't have time for you. So I'm doing these videos to educate you guys and for you guys to ask me questions, to say, Lewis, I saw that you said this, you know, can you explain more, or can you talk about this? Because guys, it's not fair that I'm always going to be pulling myself in 10 different directions when I can answer a lot of your questions via video or email. So please utilize this system as much as possible. That way, you know, we can all grow together. So number 2. I want to set up a virtual mastermind group. And this again goes back to growth for you guys and growth for myself as well. What I want to do, since we're not doing weekly training anymore, what I want to do is a weekly training / growth meeting. What that means is that it's going to be an open forum for whoever wants to bring up topics and whoever has problems or whoever wants to share success stories. It's going to be a way where we can all collaborate and we can all put stuff together and we can all, you know, benefit from learning from each other. Believe me, guys, I did this in person a few times and it was great. Everybody kind of like put their guard down. Nobody was a top producer at these meetings. Everyone was kind of like, hi, I'm Joe, and this is my story, and this is what I want for me and my family, and this is what I'm going to do to get it. So guys, it's going to be something that I think is going to be highly inspirational for everyone. I'm going to start doing the marketing for it. I'm going to post it on all social media so you guys can start tuning into it. Hopefully, even if you're not in business and you want maybe a little spiritual push or maybe just a little motivation in life, you know, maybe, you know, ask the questions and, you know, I'm sure somebody in the group will be able to answer it. So I really look forward to that. That's one of my goals this year. Not to just do once, guys, but to do on a weekly basis, and then maybe share those meetings that we do, because they're going to be done virtually. What I mean by that is that I'm going to open up a group on either Ring Central or on YouTube or somewhere where we can all tune in at the same time, ask questions, and we can all build and grow from there. So look forward to that. That's something that's going to be very big, and I think it's going to set us apart from other just video series that are out there. This is actually something that's going to be very interactional. And the last goal is actually a financial goal or a business goal that I have for myself, and that is to acquire 50 rental units. I'm not giving myself a timeline right now because I feel that sometimes timelines give you too much time or too little time. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it on my board and just work at it every single day, little by little. Now, I want to give you guys an example of what recently happened to me that I was hoping to do a video on, but I wanted to find the right topic in which to incorporate it in. About 2 years ago, maybe a little less time than that, my wife and I got really into doing races, 5Ks, and those sort of things. And I've always really been big on fitness and nutrition. And that particular, one particular race that we went to up in, I think it was, I forget, but it was a really nice place, and there was a big turnout. It was a very competitive 5K. It wasn't like one of those that you run around and you get color on you or bubbles or anything. It was actual 5K that people were actually there to run and get good time. So I told my wife, listen, I'm not going to hang out with you with this one. I'm really going to push myself and try to get a good time. So I actually did very well. I was running at top speed most of the time, and I was very close to the beginning, close to the front of the line, and I would say about 80% of the way there, 85% of the way there, I caught the worst cramp I've ever felt in my life, in my shins and in my calves. So then at that point, I kind of broke down and I limped, and I ran and I still limped the whole way to the end of the race. But needless to say, everybody I passed within the last 5 or 10 minutes now started passing me. And it was a terrible feeling, guys, because I went so hard, and then I just had to kind of fall back and just see all these people pass me, and it hurts. It's the same thing in business and the same thing in anything. You see your peers and you're doing so well that you're surpassing everyone's performance, and then all of a sudden something happens to you. It could be emotionally, it could be something in your life personally, but then you fall behind. And it could have been easy for me to say, you know what, I'm just going to write it off because I'm getting old now. I'm in my mid-30s, and my body's not what it used to be, and it doesn't recover as fast. And believe me, after that race was over, I felt terrible. I could hardly even walk. I had to limp. Now, at that point, both my shins and both my calves were really just done and shot. It was funny because I never felt where I couldn't control my body. It was a terrible feeling, and I said I'm going to work through it. I'm going to find a way to make myself not feel this pain when I run anymore. So needless to say, I kept at it. What I did was every day I'd go to the gym and I'd start my workout with an uphill run for about 10 to 20 minutes, most of the time 20 minutes. And I would just, sometimes run, sometimes walk, and run, walk. Nothing where I pushed myself to the limit where I couldn't take it anymore. Some days I go harder than others, but all in all, it was just a slow progression. So that time that I got when I did that last race where I was injured, I was doing very well. I thought I was going to, be one of the first ones to finish. I ended up finishing in 24 minutes, a 5K in 24 minutes, which isn't bad. Because when I don't run in a 5K, I normally do it in about 30 minutes because I'm just jogging. So 24 minutes was pretty good for somebody who limped it, towards the end of the race. But I told myself I'm going to push myself to finish one of these 5Ks without having any pain, and I'm going to try to beat my old record. So just recently, guys, we did a 5K in Elizabeth. It was a color run, but I just disregarded all the color and just timed myself. And it was one of the harder ones I've done, not because of the distance is the same as the others, but it was 90-something degrees, guys, at 8 o'clock in the morning. It was just a brutal day. Sun was beaming, no clouds in the sky. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to focus. I'm going to do my best and just try to surpass my expectations. Took off, started running, towards the middle of the race, I started feeling my shin a little bit, and I just tried to just like work through it and focus, and actually went away. The pain, dissipated. Towards the end of the race, I really pushed myself because I said, none of the people that I passed, am I going to let them pass me? And right towards the end of the race, I heard footsteps behind me. It was one of those tall guys. It was like trying to catch up with me, and I heard that. The minute I heard that, it's like gave me my second win, and it just took off. So I ended up crushing my old record. I think I finished this race in about 21 minutes. 5K in 21 minutes, guys, is pretty good for me. I'm not really a runner, I'm just somebody who likes to stay in shape. Not only did I finish in 21 minutes, but I also didn't have any pain, which was awesome. It's something that I really, really was proud about, because now here I am, maybe 2 years later, with no pain after doing a 5K, which is amazing. So the point of my story is not that, I'm a great athlete or anything. It's that I only got that way because I worked at it every single day. It was little things that I did every day. They made a big contribution in the end. So I think that goes the same for business or with real estate. Anything you guys have in mind. How am I going to get to be the top agent? Or how am I going to get away from my 9 to 5 and start my own business? Well, the only way that's going to happen is to start. And just start doing it. Everyday little stuff. Every little stuff, guys, always ends up being something massive. They say the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one single step, and that couldn't be truer in my case. So I encourage everybody out there, get a little bit out of your comfort zone. Don't procrastinate. Don't say, I'm going to start next Monday, or I'm going to start when the weather changes, or I'm going to start this. Whenever you guys feel passionate about something, and that's the key. Are you passionate? Write down your goals. Create a vision board. Put it in your screensaver. Wherever you need to do it, do it. And another really important tip, guys, is that if you want to really achieve something, tell everybody that you talk to about what your goal is. So for instance, if you're at a party and you say, hey, my name is Louis. What do you do, Louis? Oh, I'm just a real estate agent. Oh, by the way, this year I'm going to crush it. I'm going to sell 1,000, 100 properties. Whatever it is that your goal is going to be for that year, or whatever it is that you're passionate about completing, talk about it. If your passion is about starting a nonprofit, say, listen, this is what I do in my 9 to 5, but I'm really passionate about, starting a nonprofit for, underprivileged children. You never know. There's more people you tell, you might meet somebody who's actually can help you along the way, or it'll actually hold you more accountable, because the next time you see that person, they're going to remember, hey, how's that going for you? And you're going to say, well, it's no better than it was last time because I haven't done anything about it. No, it's going to say, well, I have to do it now because now I put it out there into the universe. And now people know about it. So since people know about it means that you now have the responsibility to go out there and do it. So if you're keeping all your goals to yourself, guys, those goals will eventually die. So start talking about them. No one's going to say, this is not, second grade where people are going to make fun of you for saying the wrong thing. Whatever it is, guys, if it's business oriented, life oriented, whatever it is, talk about it. And then just, it'll come true. I can guarantee you. Just put it out there. I challenge you to challenge yourselves. Give yourselves that goal. Give yourself some time. Look back at this video a year later after you've done that and see what happens. Well, if you guys have any questions or any comments or any concerns, give me a message down below. I also am going to have all my social media links. And don't forget to like this page and share it, guys, if you really feel passionate about it. I'm really going to have a lot of stuff to put out there, so all your contribution, all your help, and all your questions are going to help. So I thank you guys for listening. I know it's a little bit of a long video, but I hope you guys took something away from it. Have a great day, guys.